Today, I'm excited to present a product you've all been eagerly anticipating, the H55 Pro. Since the mass-produced units aren't quite ready yet, the packaging still indicates H55, but please disregard that. Let's take a look at the detailed specifications of the product. You get a data cable, a user manual, and then the main body of the device. So, everyone, what do you think about the overall appearance of this particular machine? Since this device is a bit on the larger side, let's go ahead and take a look at its weight first, shall we? It comes in at 330 grams. As you can observe, its external casing features a silver-plated spray paint, which provides the entire body with a truly premium and highly textured feel. First, the buttons. The D-pad and ABXY are conductive rubber. They feel just right. Not soft, not firm. Both of the mushroom head joysticks support being pressed down, while the dual S buttons are tactile switches. The return and restart buttons are located at the bottom of the front of the device, intentionally recessed to prevent any accidental touches. Looking at the top, all 4 shoulder buttons are tactile switches, along with volume up-down, a heat vent, an HDMI output, and the power button. Looking at the bottom, there are speakers, 2 TF card slots, a host port for connecting external USB drives or controllers, a DSOT-G 2-in-1 port, and a 3.5mm headphone jack. The device seems to use the same molds as the H55. Check out the grips, they feel pretty good in the hands. The 2 joysticks are Hall effect joysticks. Alright, let's power it on and take a look. It vibrates on startup. Yes, this device supports vibration. The H55 Pro's joysticks also have ambient lighting, and the sound quality is nice too. It runs on the EMU ELEC 4.7 system, and the entire interface is incredibly smooth. Let's just jump into a random game and see. This screen is a 5.5-inch IPS HD screen. It's a full lamination screen with a resolution of 1280 by 720. It's a full-view IPS screen. Everyone, just take a look at the display. It is incredibly sharp and very detailed. The H55 Pro's 5000 mAh battery offers around 6 hours of life. Standby is 150 hours thanks to the 3562 processor. We've already covered the vibration feature, and yes, it also fully supports Wi-Fi, allowing you to connect and smoothly stream videos online. It comes with 2 GB of RAM and 4 GB of eMMC. So, if you ever need to flash the system, you can easily install it on the built-in eMMC. Plus, with that 2 GB of RAM, it delivers excellent performance for playing PSP games. Alright, next up, we're going to put some PSP games to the test now. As you can clearly see, gameplay is incredibly smooth with absolutely no lag or frame drops whatsoever. Plus, it has a fantastic vibration feature, which truly makes the gaming experience incredibly immersive and exhilarating. With the large screen experience, it's perfect for mid-aged or veteran gamers like us. Next, let's check the performance of the PSP's God of War at 1x resolution. As you can all clearly see, it's achieving over 50 frames per second, running at a remarkable 93% operational efficiency. This truly showcases its impressive performance capabilities. When locked at 30 frames, you can play it at double the resolution. Overall, it plays pretty well. As you could see, even the cutscenes just now didn't have any stuttering or lag at all. The 3562's performance is definitely a bit stronger than the 3566. The exact reason why isn't clear, but it certainly holds true in practice, making a noticeable difference in overall efficiency and user experience. The operational efficiency is quite impressive. For games like PSP's Ultraman Fighting or similar games that don't require high specifications, you can easily run them at 3 times the resolution with a smooth, full frame rate. As you can see here, I've set it to 3x resolution. With frame skip off, it's running at a full frame rate. The Dynasty Warriors series can pretty much run at 2 times resolution and a full frame rate, so this device is definitely very comfortable for playing PSP games. And PS1 games, they run at a full frame rate without any issues whatsoever. The screen is pretty big, so the frame rate is easy to see. It seems there's a bit of a problem with the frame rate display for DC games. To my eyes, it's clearly running at a full frame rate, yet the display only shows 45 frames per second. That's simply not logical. It doesn't make any sense at all. This is because if a DC game were to experience frame drops, you would definitely hear an audible popping sound. Therefore, it's highly probable that the frame rate display itself is inaccurate and incorrect. The actual frame rate is 60 frames, and most DC games can run at a full frame rate. First off, let me tell you all that Saturn actually supports standalone emulators. I'll demonstrate Clockwork Knight on Saturn for everyone, so we can take a look at the frame rate. As you can all clearly observe, Saturn's Clockwork Knight is effortlessly operating at a silky smooth 60 frames per second, showcasing its seamless performance. So for games like Guardian Heroes, these 2D Saturn titles should definitely be a piece of cake to handle without any problems. The machine's shaders are all pre-configured for everyone, so the version with the cards should definitely be an even sweeter deal. And also the Contra game for the NDS system. The directional input, especially at an angle, is quite precise and accurate. This also shows that NDS games run smoothly. Here's the N64's Zelda Ocarina of Time. Take a look at the frame rate in the top right corner. 60 frames? No problem. RA has a built-in Chinese font library. That's a plus. I'll also run a demanding PSP game that truly utilizes 2 GB of RAM, and then I'll summarize the advantages of this device. It boasts Hall effect joysticks, Wi-Fi, and haptic feedback. A 5.5-inch 720p display, plus a decent case, 2 GB of RAM, and 3,562 performance. Brothers who enjoy playing ported games can totally get into this. On the whole, everything is perfectly balanced and just what you'd want, even the price.